What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the penultimate episode of ReZero, Starting Life in Another World Season 2. This one's titled The Witch's Tea Party. That's promising. I guess we're going to have our third meeting with Ekadonna, maybe? That seems to be what's implied there. Or the, well, yeah. I'm going to assume it's going to be... I mean, the way that's titled Witch is, like... Would you spell it like that if it was just a singular witch? That seems like a plural witches tea party. So, how would all of them get involved? Anyway, let's not read too much into that. I'm sure he'll explain it. Last time, I'm still hung up on this whole Beatrice thing, right? So, we met up with Beatrice. We finally talked to Beatrice about the book that she had and why she's here, who she is, blah blah blah. We know she's now a spirit. We know she's confirmed as a spirit in service to Ekadonna and created by Ekadonna to serve a purpose. Stopped receiving information all that time ago and has been waiting for that person to free her from this contract or to grant her death, which is what she's also looking for at this point. And I think it's implied that Subaru had the conversation with her, but they've been very specific in saying that he's meant to say, I'm that person to her. And through their conversation, when she was breaking down and giving her true feelings and true emotions for what might be the first time I think we've seen in the show, or at least so visibly in the show, he didn't really have the nerve to say he was that person, and then they were interrupted by Elsa in that moment. So I still think if they're going to have any hope of defeating Elsa, who also seems way more powerful than just what she kind of is, so I wonder if there's a little more going on there. Because, yeah, she survived being killed by Beatrice, or at least seemingly killed. She seems to have survived some pretty high-level magic, at least. So there might be a bit more to her there, unless it was just all a deception and she never hit in the first place, but who knows. But I think Subaru needs to actually say, I want to be that person to Beatrice, because you don't make a big deal out of it in the first couple of episodes by specifically saying certain phrases and then don't deliver on them later on. Like, I feel like that exact wording has to come out of Subaru's mouth, or at least more convincingly, because he was unnerved and he just didn't have the commitment to say that to her, right? Which ultimately ended up in her sacrificing herself for him. And then resulted in going to Roswell for him to reveal his true intentions and to murder Garfield and Ram. Like, viciously. We also saw Crazy Amelia, like possessed Crazy Amelia. I don't know what the deal with that is, because Roswell is bringing the snow for a purpose. I assume something to do with both Subaru and Amelia, because he has said so much as that he's striving to get for Amelia's sake in a lot of his actions. I don't know how much of that is him lying anymore, or if he still honestly does believe that. So I wonder if that snow is still part of that. There's a lot more to explore with Roswell, and I'm sure Subaru is going to start investigating him more now that he knows there's something really up with him. Like, he had suspicions beforehand, now he's got a lot to investigate. Yeah, I'm wondering if the snow and Amelia's insanity, crazy whatever happened, because she wasn't being possessed in that moment. That was just her going crazy, right? If I'm remembering this correctly and reading this out correctly. So I wonder if the fact that the whole world around her is going to snow again, if that's linking to her backstory and the trials and all that, because her trial is her facing her past, and it's something she cannot bear to face. And we got glimpses of it thanks to the OVA, Memory Snow or whatever. So Frozen Bond, sorry, not Memory Snow. Memory Snow was the first one. Frozen Bond was the one that tried to expand a bit more on her backstory. So, yeah. And then we had the Great Rabbits show up again during the Roswell scene. So this snow magic is a huge source of mana, and that's drawing the rabbits in, which causes this all to happen. Which I don't know if is part of Roswell's plan or not. I get the feeling it's not, but maybe it is in its own special way. So we've got a lot to digest, and we've only got 2 episodes left to do this. We have to, in theory, if we're not going to make this drag out onto the next half of the season, which will be in winter 2021, because we're taking a one-core break between the parts, either we're going to actually have a solution to it now, and Subaru's going to have... I assume Subaru's going to have one continuous life now until the finale of this show, where either he will die and reset again, but at a different point, or maybe we'll reset again. But there's going to be one hell of a cliffhanger at the end of this episode, probably, to lead into the finale. And then at the end of that finale, it's going to be one hell of a cliffhanger to lead into the second half of the show. So I guess we'll see where they want to go with this. I have no idea what they're going to do. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat Elsa or the rabbits this time. But this isn't even the main plot of this arc, really. The arc is getting Rem back. We made very little to no progress on that yet. So, yeah, we're kind of dealing with side objectives still, which is, I think, very fascinating. And I think the second half of the show might focus more on the Rem issue, because Rem issue is very much on the back burner right now, at least from what it seems to me. Anyway, with all that said, these are time-based reactions as per usual. Bottom left of the screen down here, you're going to see the timer for the episode. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, play, and I'll play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll all be in sync. Watching this officially on Crunchyroll, since that's where it's licensed here in the UK and US. Full 27-minute episode of glory. God, I love ReZero for making these episodes slightly longer. And, yeah, with all that said, let's get into the penultimate episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Alright, we're resetting. And we're back. Yeah, he's freaking out, of course. There's Amelia. Struggling with her trials still. Yep. Is he going to be able to see Amelia? Mm-hmm. And then you let her. Does this mean he's not going to want to leave for the mansion anymore? Or what? I wonder. How are you going to do all of them? At least he's convinced. Okay. We're not getting an OP this time, so even longer episode. I love it. Okay. Okay. We've got that little echo, so I'm guessing, yeah, this is just repeating stuff we've already seen. Yes. Yeah, so he knows that you can redo it, but he doesn't know the conditions for it. Mm-hmm. It's a good question. What is forcing him? That's a horrifying prospect, I think. Mm-hmm, of course. Ekadona? Mm-hmm. This will be the 3rd visit. Okay. Oh. Oh. I guess she invited him. What? Behold an unthinkable present. Liar? Oh. Oh. He's never thought about the consequences of... I mean... That's interesting. I've never even thought about that. What happens to all these realities where he just dies and leaves? This is actually a very interesting thing. Yeah. Yeah. Now he's really gonna start questioning his return by death ability now. Whether he can actually use it that easily again. I like that scene a lot. Yeah. Okay. An unthinkable present. Unthinkable present. Like, present time, not present as in a gift. Present time, I'm guessing. The times that he's died. Yeah, but all the times that you've died and left. Every time Amelia's seen him in that way. Holy shit. I really like this idea. This is after he was possessed by Betelgeuse, I believe. Yeah. Where are we going this time? Cliff. Oh, when he jumped off. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Oh. Oh. She still hoped. Interesting. Oh, we're going for another one. Oh, right, the snowstorm after Puck, yeah. Whoa. Okay. So, destroy the world. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Of course you would. I love this idea. And then the very first one. The very first one. We're going through every single one. Oh my god. I love the shifting audio. Holy shit. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. I never even considered what would happen in the timelines. And of course, he hears Rem's voice. Whoa. Is this Ekidon posing as Rem? Or a vision? That's got to be Ekidona posing as Rem, surely. Or creating. It's not going to be her, is it? Oh, it actually is. Or we can see the warped, like, visual. Something's off about it. Not from this show, anyway. Yet. Possibly. Too many. Oh. God damn it, Rem, you're too good for this world. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh. Is he? He's gonna push off. Mm-hmm. There we go. Mm-hmm. 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 So this is Ekidona posing as Rem, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh ho. And there it goes, it all fades away. Oh! Oh! Who the what? Oh, which oh! Why did you answer this? And why are you Huh? Hmm. But Ekidona said yeah, this is part of her this is part of yeah. And here she is. Oh ho. Mm-hmm. Was that the second trial? Because I mean we have passed, that was present. I mean, yeah. What to get you in here? Mm-hmm. Mm. He's not the type that would lash out about that, though. Well, unlikely anyway. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, yeah. Who knows? Mm-hmm. That's very true. Mm-hmm. All the experience and knowledge you've gathered over the time. Mm-hmm. I do wonder what her ulterior motive is here. Sure, okay. Hmm. Immediately wary. Is he gonna think of Beatrice in all this? Because Beatrice had a contract. Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, there is advantages to that. Hmm. I mean, yeah. Yes. Mm. I really like Ekadon's character a lot. Uh-huh. Okay. You gonna agree to it, Subaru? Oh. Who's interfering? Someone's interfering with this contract. Oh, right. Oh, what's her face? We've met her before. Which of? Raph, there we go, thank you. Okay. I'm guessing more witches are going to show up. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm. Oh. I mean, that is true. There's always some cons. Payment, yeah. It's up to him to decide. Hmm. I want it all. Is that the way she's going with this? Hmm. Much agreed. Oh, there we go. Lust is here as well. Naturally, I mean... How many more are going to show up? Is it the future he desires? Or... Oh, hello. There's another one. Love your design. I love your design. I really do. Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. This is probably... Oh, they're all here. They're all here. I mean... Just missing the one now. Which is Tea Party. In the end. Hmm. Uh, uh, yeah. I mean, that's your answer right there. Hmm. I don't... Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. You hear the whispers. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Something tells me he's not going to agree to this. I want you to save me. Interesting that was slipped in there. I want you to save me. Hmm. Oh, hello. This transition, though. That transition into her more evil persona. Yeah. She's a witch. But still. Hmm. Cool. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. 7 seats now. Ugh. Oh yeah? What was it gonna be? But we're so close to the end. This episode's gone quick. Mm-hmm. We're inquiring about Beatrice. Mm-hmm. Hence why she calls you mother. Mm-hmm. Who do you think? Who do you think it is? Come on, Subaru. Of course you wouldn't answer. And yet forced her into that contract anyway. Hmm? Huh? We're getting all the credits over this as well. Oh. Hmm. Okay. I don't think he cares so much. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Oh no. Is this... Oh, it's Satella, isn't it? Or is this Ekidona's true side? Okay. It is. Well, boy. This is the cliffhanger they're gonna leave it on, isn't it? With her. Oh, wow. Proper outfit this time. The Witch's Tea Party. Shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, this is bad. This is bad. This is real bad. Okay, so she can come into this realm. Why is she allowed to come into the realm this time? Because I thought the reason she appeared in the normal world, as he talked about Return by Death, was that she couldn't influence him whilst he was in this area. But now she's appeared in here. Now I'm questioning how she managed to get in. Is it because all the other witches had congregated? Is that what allowed her to show up? I don't know, but yeah, that's not good. Top comment of Crunchyroll, Satella. So I heard you was talking to my mans. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, taking that deal with Satella, I'm glad that they linked it back to Beatrice and that Subaru thought of Beatrice, because talking about a contract with her and then you realize the one example of a contract you have with Ekidona is Beatrice's, which has driven her to question her very existence and just want a release from existence entirety, like, just because of some vague wording of your contract. Like, yeah, Subaru could never accept a contract like that caused someone suffering that much. And now with that resolve, with that moment, now he's going to have the strength to say, I am that person to Beatrice, to free her from that contract. He's going to have the resolve to say that to her when he next sees her. The question is, when is he going to next see her? Because Satella has just shown up with the rest of the witches. All 7 of the witches are currently here surrounding Subaru. This is insane. I wonder if we're going to get much of Satella, though. I wonder how much of her we're actually going to get. Is she going to talk? Is she going to give us a bit of exposition? Like, that alone would have been a crazy cliffhanger to leave on for the next half of the season. It would have been a very cruel cliffhanger for the second half of the season. But it very much puts into my mind, we are not solving the rabbit problem or the Elsa problem this season. Like, we're going to have to wait till the second half of the show to fix any of those problems. I was questioning if they could wrap it up that quickly. Based on this whole episode being focused around the Witches' Tea Party and Ekidona's contracts and stuff, yeah, it was never going to happen. So next time, we might hear from Satella. I don't know what she could possibly say at this point. I mean, what? We still don't really know much of her interest in Subaru. Why does she grant him the return by death power? Why does she... Witch of Envy. What is she envious of? Makes you wonder. Because, like, Ekidona's intentions are quite clear there. She's Witch of Greed. She greedily wants to know the knowledge and experience and feelings that Subaru would naturally be getting. That she has no no real way of achieving herself. That's something that is, it's an insatiable greed of hers, and something that she cannot easily just go get. It's not something she can just easily create. As evidenced by partially by the Rem that was portrayed by Witch of Lust. Like, you can be very, very accurate to that person, but unless you have lived it yourself, you won't fully understand that person in their entirety and the way they act towards certain people, especially. So her saying to rest and give up is just not what Rem would do. She'd say, pick yourself up and let's go. So I very much like that. And the idea of the second trial, like, we dealt with Subaru's past. Now we're dealing with the present Subaru, and how his return by death could just, when he dies, those timelines could just be continuing on for eternity. It's like, how does the multiple timeline system work in ReZero? Is it just that you continue, he dies, and then that timeline ends exactly as he dies, and then it reverts to here, and he can branch off as he makes his different decisions? Or is it that he's going there, he cancels that, jumps back in time to an alternate that is still continuing, and that one's going to continue on as well? Because, like, there are different ways you can handle time travel and, like, these different multiverse theories and all this. There's different ways you can interpret it. And that one just threw out the possibility that just because he's dead doesn't mean that the timeline just suddenly stops. It just means he's not present in that timeline anymore. And that really does throw up a lot of... that would really make you doubt using your return by death ability. But, yeah. I think, that scene with Rem and the following scene with all the witches, like, at least we got all the character designs of the witches now. We've seen all of them, we've heard all of them. Also, can I just say, Satella's, like, actual outfit that we saw there, which we saw a little more of than we've seen before, really like it. Also, what's her face? Witch of Sloth, Sekhmet? Yeah, Sekhmet. Love her character design. Like, I love the hair color, love the hairstyle, love the things around the heads. It's a very nice character design, I must say. Yeah. Yeah, okay, this is complicated, to say the least. Like, I don't think complicated even begins to describe this show. And like I said, we haven't even dealt with the two archbishops that were the whole cause of this entire season. We haven't even mentioned them since, really. Ugh. Okay. This is gonna be a crazy cliffhanger for the next half of the season. But I wonder where it's going to go. I wonder how this is going to go. Maybe we'll end... Here's a question. Do you think, based on this, that we might actually get to see him say, I want to be that person to Beatrice? Is that where we leave off? Do we end this core on a high note, or a cliffhanger low note? Or maybe just a neutral cliffhanger? Now, where do you think this is going to... obviously, those of you who've read the source material kind of know where they're going to roughly end now, because we've got one more episode left, and you've seen where we currently are in the story. You know kind of where we're going to do. But if you're a fellow anime-only watcher like myself, do you think they're going to leave it on a high note with him going to Beatrice and saying, I am that person? And with that resolve, then go on to fight Elsa, like, next half of the season? Do you think they'll leave it on a depressing note, with Subaru dying and resetting again? Or do you think they'll just leave it on a natural cliffhanger with some other revelation? I kind of I want them to go back to Beatrice. I want him to go back to Beatrice, say he's that person, and then go from there. That's where I would like it to kind of end. Because I think that would be a hype note to lead into the next half of the season, because this show was not originally meant to be split core, if I remember correctly, because this is when... Roughly around about now is when the show should have been ending, which coincided roughly with Amelia's birthday, right? So that was, I believe, the plan originally. So I don't know if they've actually planned this 13th episode or reworked this 13th episode to maybe have a bit more of a good stopping point for the next season. I don't know how much they've reworked it since they've been on COVID delay for that purpose. So I guess we'll see, but... That's something I only really know if you actually talk to the producers and stuff of it. But I don't know if they'll ever talk about that. Maybe an interview will come out with them at some point in the build up to the next half. I don't know. But this is a very, very good episode. Like I said, I love the idea of exploring the timelines past where he's died, how people react to that. Especially Amelia, Christ. Yeah. And now we've got to deal with Satella with the rest of the witches. How's that gonna go? I can't even begin to imagine how that's gonna go. It's gonna be so interesting. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode as per usual. Leave a comment on what you thought of the episode. If fellow anime only watcher like myself, leave your thoughts on what I said, but if there's anything skipped from original source material that's important, please let me know. But no spoilers to anything, obviously, because, yeah, we're still very much in it. And don't forget to subscribe to see next week's finale, as well as the rest of the Summer 2020 lineup you can find wrapping down on the channel, as well as my soon-to-come-out Fall 2020 preview, so you can see what's going to be continuing on in the next couple of weeks. Thank you everyone for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.